New Thought Media Network. We are a global broadcast network of positive music, media, and entertainment, inspiring humanity's evolution along the journey of enlightenment and creating a world of love, peace, empowerment, and prosperity for all. New Thought Media Network. Positively inspiring.
Good evening, and welcome to another evening of prayer. I'm your host, Reverend Z, and as always, it's my pleasure to be here with you to engage in the sacred art of prayer and to raise our vibration to the level of the divine. I trust that everyone has had a great day today and that everyone is tapped in, tuned in, and turned on to the divine so that we can allow the magical energy, if you will, that prayerful idea to move through us and our affairs. So thank you for being here tonight. It's been a great day for me, and I'm here open, ready, willing, and able to be a vessel of the divine. And so I was thinking before we started on what would be a great way to kind of step into the evening, to allow the evening to settle down and to go through the day and look at what has transpired in our lives. And I came across a quote that I think, at least for me, is eye-opening, because I know right now there's so much going on around us in terms of the news and celebration and let down. I mean, there's just so much going on. And sometimes I know I feel, what is mine to do? What is going on, and how do I play a part in the balancing act, in the leveling of the playing field of life? And so I came across this quote that I thought was helpful. And so here it is. Your life does not get better by chance. It gets better by change. Your life does not get better by chance. It gets better by change. Now, I thought that was a powerful statement, because I know in these past months, year, if you will, I have often felt as if I had very little input into the activities of my life with the COVID and all of the demands of staying shuttled in place and getting the vaccine and wearing the mask and switching jobs and how that actually works. And so this whole idea of feeling like you're just caught up in a great big game of chance of when the next thing is going to happen, or when the next problem is going to introduce itself. And that quote to me, your life doesn't get better by chance, it gets better by change, got me to thinking about what could I do? What could I do to change my life, to change my view of the world, to change the way I interact with other people, and to share the good news that the power of the Spirit that is God is all around us, through us, in us, and that through the power and activation of prayer, which is what this program is about, we are able to tap into this invisible conscious intelligence foundation of the universe and be a modem of change and be a agent of change in our lives, in the lives of our families and loved ones, and in the greater world and society itself. And so you may say, well, how do we do that? How do we become this big change agent? Well, I think the first thing is to believe that you can be, to believe that you already are, and that you only need to activate or turn the switch on within to allow the energy to flow through you in a stronger way, in a clearer way, in a louder way, so that change becomes who and what we are, because by definition, that is what we are. You look at yourself right now in terms of your birthday, and you have changed from the moment of your conception to the moment you are right now. You've been opened up to change, and it hasn't been by chance. There is a natural progression of life that has brought us to this point wherever we are, each and every one of us. And by interacting in that change, there are certain things that we have to do. It says in the Bible that when I was a child, I thought as a child and did as a child, and when I became a man, I ceased to do those things. Not that those things were bad, not that they were not good, enjoyable, and a manner of upliftment in your life. But as we change, the mode of operandi change as well. And so right now in our lives, I think one of the things that is good for all of us to tap into in terms of change is prayer. To pray into a openness, to open ourselves up, to surrender to the idea that God is there available. It is this intelligence that sits beneath who and what we are. And so I want to tap into that presence right now, that invisible intelligence, that dynamic energy that creates worlds, and to allow ourselves to be open to the change that is possible with the divine in our lives. So right here, right now, let's just take a breath and allow that still small voice within to get louder, to get clearer, so that we understand that there is an intelligence in the universe, there is an energy, there is a power, there is a presence that goes by many names. It goes by spirit, it goes by God, the word, intelligence, consciousness, all these different synonyms, if you will, that try to describe a thing that is unseen but is most definitely felt and present at all times. And so as we begin to realize that that is us and we are it, and that it is from that fountain of intelligence and wealth and prosperity and all things that create life, we spring forth. That we spring forth from this as a representative of it, as a manifestation in material of this idea called us that is spiritual. So knowing that our essence is spirit, and that the material body that we have here now is just the vessel that carries the essence of who we are, which is the breath of God. We understand that we are connected in all ways, in all times, in all places, to be more than we ever thought we could be, more than we sometimes even dare to think that we can be. But now, once that we've understood who and what we are, and that we realize that God is all there is, and that we have a unifying field that connects us, we step into the realization that we are powerful, that we are agents of change, that we do not take life by chance, that we allow life to flow through us and to elevate everything that we come in contact with to a level of understanding and surrender and joy and hope and prosperity that allow us to be a magnet, to attract to us those in need of those qualities, to those who need healing in those areas, those who may want to rejoice for the idea of the very thought of those areas of life. Because we know that not by chance, but by change, that we become more and more effective in all things in life. And so right here, right now, we surrender to the change that is required to be the magnificent being that we were created to be. And so it is in that understanding, it is in that idea of change and greatness and empowerment that I give thanks. I give thanks to know that I will not be tomorrow what I am today, but I thank God for what I am today, and I look forward to tomorrow to be even more in the eyes of God, in the eyes of humanity, in the eyes of the change maker that we have all been created to be. And so it is in that thanksgiving, it is in that understanding that I release this word into a law that is sure to be changed, sure to take our words and gather them and place them in a container that allows them to grow and manifest unceasingly. And so in that, I just release, I let go. I know that it is so, and I say amen, amen, and amen. And so, amen, everyone. I trust that this evening is well for you, and that I trust that these words of prayer have ignited something in you to open up more graciously to the divine and be ready, willing, and able to make a change to be more than we ever thought we could be. And so, as always, if there's anyone in need of prayer, please send your prayer request to prayer@ntmedia.org, and someone on the prayer team will grab those prayers. And for there's a person, place, thing, or situation, we will send divine energy, divine light, understanding to that situation, prayer, and allow God to be active in your life. And as always, we appreciate all your support. So please continue to support the network, and you can do that by going to www.ntmedia.org and click the donate button and give freely, just as God gives freely to us. And so I would like to invite everyone to go and look at the ntmedia.org site on Facebook, and I did a Science of Mind lecture series. We have a series that happens every Saturday at 9 a.m. Mountain Time, where we are going through the Science of Mind textbook. And today I did a lecture on prayer and the effects of it and how it works. And it was a powerful session today. So I would encourage everyone to go out and find that and look at it and send some feedback. I think it's very helpful, and it allows us to really begin to go deeper and deeper into this art and science called prayer. And so with that, I would say I just thank everyone for being here. Those who are here, those who may hear this later, please invite your friends to come and join us, to send in some comments, to send in prayers if you have things to pray about. Let us know you're here. Let us know if the prayers are working. Let us know if there's something specific that you would like to see us present in the terms of prayer, because we are here in service to you. And so with that, I'd like to say good night, peace and blessings. All is well, and so it is. Amen.